Can anybody catch Gabriella Magala? 5:13.84 seconds. That is the top time as we begin the final heat. Amanda Barnhart out front ahead of Brooke Wells, Tia Toomey and Laura Horvath in that mix there.
Tia just moving through the traffic.
Toomey and Barnhart, followed by Horvath, Wells, Irma O'Connell, Holta, and Mal O'Brien. 210 should not be a problem for any of these athletes.
I like the squat clean from Toomey. Knowing that she might have to default that to the later rounds, it's good to get that practice in early because the time advantage isn't necessarily there for just a single repetition. So I like that move from Tia Claire.
Catherine Davis-Daughter and Haley Adams failed their opening lifts. Haley Adams back to the barbell. And this is not good for Haley Adams, who right now sits in 4th place. Was inside the top 3 heading into event 6 and may fall further down the leaderboard after this. Catherine Davis-Daughter is underneath 210 and she cannot hit that.
And these are two things that are no surprise to the, if you know your events and you know your history, is that these are going to be major damage controls for these two athletes.
Tia Toomey, no problem at 215. Horvath clears 215. Now Amanda Barnhart, and that is good.
And that's classic Barnhart. She just has so much raw power when it comes to this lift. Horvath staying with Tia. It's a shorter run, so that's not going to hurt Horvath as much as it did in event number 6. But if Tia's going to try to beat the time by Magala, she's definitely putting herself in position because of the pace Tia is running at. Different than what we saw Gabriella do in the previous heat.
And right now, Laura Horvath is ahead of the 2 women right in front of her. Make that the 3 women in front of her in the overall standings. Adams, O'Connell, and Holta.
Tia is just sprinting down the course.
Now 220 for Toomey, and she doesn't waste any time. Laura Horvath.
Good for
Will
Laura.
hit 220.
She's strong.
Horvath in 2nd place in this heat behind Tia Toomey is Amanda Barnhart. Is now at 220 pounds, and Amanda Barnhart power cleaned that.
Tell you what, we may have 3 women in this heat beat Magala's time that we thought was almost untouchable by the way it looked.
5:13.84 seconds is that time, and only 2 barbells remain for the top 3 women in this heat.
Look how fast Tia Toomey is running. And we've seen her do crazy stuff like this all weekend long. It's like, why did you try to go 12 and 12 on bar muscle-ups in event 2? Because I can. Because I'm trying to challenge myself, because nobody else is doing it while I'm here.
If Toomey can win this event, she would tie Matt Fraser with 29 career event wins, and Toomey right to 225. And that is no problem for the woman who competed for Australia in the Olympics in weightlifting. And now Laura Horvath really helping her cause as she continues to put some distance between herself, Christy Irma O'Connell, Haley Adams, and Kristen Holta. Amanda Barnhart ripping that barbell off the ground. She's the time to beat. It was fun while it lasted. 5:13.84 seconds.
How did this event turn into another 500-meter sprint for time? How did that happen?
Tia Toomey is about ready to smash another top time and smash another barbell. The 4-time champ with 1 lift remaining. 230 pounds between Tia Toomey and her 29th career event win. Did you expect anything else? Tia Toomey goes 2 for 2 inside the Coliseum on day 2. And now Laura Horvath, this is big for Laura Horvath.
Big for Laura Horvath.
She
I
won't
love that.
beat Magala. She will, pardon me, beat Magala. Second place overall.
Barnhart has an opportunity to beat Magala as well.
Now Barnhart has a couple seconds to go. Magala's time is going to stand in third, but Barnhart will take fourth in the event. Christy Aramo O'Connell at 230. Damage control for her, that's big because of what Laura Horvath was able to accomplish.
But that's great to solidify her top 3 position more. I mean, damage control at a 535, that's pretty good damage control.
There's Brooke Wells and Kristen Holt are the next 2 women up to 230.
Wells has got to get her elbows around a little bit higher.
Mal O'Brien on the right can't stand it up. Kristen Holta will miss as Wells comes in, and all of this great for both Aramo O'Connell and Laura Horvath. Emma Tall is through. 8-minute time cap here. Tall will take 6th in the heat and 12th in the event as Kristen Holta fights through that, and she is across. Now here's Mal O'Brien. And Mal O'Brien nails that lift.
Much better on this second attempt.
Catherine Davidsdottir and Haley Adams still on the floor. Davidsdottir is through 220. And that's Haley Adams, who has yet to make her first lift. Adams came in 4th place overall.
You can tell she's upset.
In the points race, Laura Horvath, because of her second place finish in the event, will pick up 97 points.
Look, the thing here for Haley Adams is that this is event 7. This is event 7. We have 8 more tests. We're not even at the halfway point as far as tests that we have on the board, and a very diverse test that we still have on the board.
And Haley Adams proved how mentally tough she is last year in Aromas in the in-person portion of the games. And now Catherine Davidsdottir with 20 seconds to go.
Oh, Haley's gonna go for it.
Catherine Davidsdottir now to 225 with 4 seconds remaining. 3 won't count, won't be able to get it inside the 8-minute time cap, but Tia Toomey with another event win inside the Coliseum. A second and 2 firsts so far in this building